today I was like, okay, I'm gonna actually come on live and actually chit chat with y'all. I was kind of like, I wanted to make some waist beads, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just do it. It's Sunday. It's something I want to do, so let's do it. Colors. I actually need to go grab some of my colors. I actually cleared off my desk today, so gotta pull it back out. I finally found a new cord for my bead spinner, so that's a plus. We're definitely using that today. Whenever I go live, I can never find my daggone bead spinner, and I'm convinced my daughter be taking it, like taking my charger. So now got another one. I need like a container over here. So I'm not gonna use a big one. I'm gonna use this one. I might have to move y'all over a little bit because I don't know if the wire is gonna reach. I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, where's the wire at? Here it is. I'm like, that would be my luck. Hello, welcome, Nelda. Welcome to the live. I'm just setting up. I usually try to do this stuff like off camera, but I'm like, why wouldn't people want to see this part? Right? So I was like, let me come live. I'm actually not using, well, maybe I could find another charger port. Let me see. I'm trying to find another charger port for the ring light if I can. If I can. Yeah. No, I don't see any. I need to just invest in like a couple of what's it called? The little blocks so that I can just have them on like ready to go. Let me grab some beads. I want to go grab some more beads too because I'm running low. All right, I want to do brown today. I have a lot of the brown left, so I'm gonna check. I'm gonna use that. Mm, one more thing. I need my music. If you're new here, don't forget to follow your girl. Um, okay, we are in business. All right, so I'm gonna do a brown and red with this with these crystals. I do not know the name of this crystal, so let me know in the comment section what it is called. Because I think this is carnelian, but I don't know what this one is. Now, I don't know how I want this thing to look. I don't have anything that's brown or red either. I don't know how I want to do that color, but here we are. People talking crazy in the comment section. Hi, Malik. Okay, so now let me get my string. I think I'm going to use the white string. So I know my actual desk is 40 inches, and I like to make all my beads 50 inches long. What do I want to listen to? What do I want to listen? Okay, 1, 2. So I'm gonna just do my string. I'm gonna double it up until I got like 10 strings. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. This is 10. I'm gonna do 14. So always when you're doing your string, keep it at an even number because you gotta finish where you start at. So just a little rule. Oh no. I let my daughter use my scissors and now they don't look right. They're not even opening up. It's like glued or something. Oh no, that was me. That was me. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up all the loops and then we're gonna get the needle connected. I think yeah, I gotta get up again. I didn't put my needle over here. I was looking on Amazon the other day because somebody was asking in the comment section, like, oh, where you get the needle from? And that's when I learned that they don't even make the same one I have, which is crazy to me. Like, we're really gonna have to look for it. I don't know. And it was so like accessible when I got it, and I had it for a long time now too. So I'm sad. I'm gonna have to really look for it because I want to buy some more. And it's a different type of feel because I have two of them. They look the same, but they don't feel the same. Like one is actually lighter. So just take your time opening up all your loops because you'll mess up your string when you have to work with it like this. This is a cheaper option too, because some people try to use like different strings and stuff, but this string lasts. I got on waist beads that I tied on from like May, and I made it this way, and it hasn't popped. So, and it's cotton. All right, let me get the string. I can love you. Mm, all right. All right. I always cut my thread because it's easier to thread the needle when you cut it versus popping it off. So these are little things that is like, important when you're making your beads. And now I'm just gonna connect my thread to the string, and then I cut off the tail. Okay. Oh, I'm a little rusty with the bead spinner because I haven't used it in months. So I got to get used to using it again. Hmm. Let me do that again. So my string is uneven at the bottom, so I'm just gonna cut it even. I always give myself extra space anyways, when like I'm measuring out my thread, so that way I got space to make mistakes. All right, I just did my little anchor knot, so let me see how this is gonna look. Oh yeah, that's gonna look nice. I think I'm gonna keep this one like plain, whatever that means, right? Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep this one pretty plain and just put the crystal. So I'm just gonna do this until I get about halfway to the size that I want my waist bead to be. like a little bit before halfway, because that's really where I try to center my design, and I like to put my designs in the middle. I've seen some people though, they actually put like the bracelets, like they'll make a bracelet area, so like you'll actually have a matching anklet or bracelet when you get your waist beads, which is nice. Mhm. So let's see. So I'm measuring till I get to 22. All right, so now I hit 22. Now I'm gonna put on these crystals. Now I'm trying to think of how I want to separate the stones without doing too much. That's what's going through my head right now. I don't think I'm gonna use this many, but we'll see. Um, I think I am gonna use a little bit of bling, but I don't want it to be loud. I could do. I think I'm gonna do this rose gold. Mhm. Where you have to go? Yeah, that look good. I think I'm gonna do a couple. So I got different size beads. So I gotta pull out all the small ones. I don't want to use big ones because already like we got the crystal. So it doesn't make sense to like have the crystals being bulky and then having like the gems being bulky. But I do want the gems to kind of space out my crystals. Where my girls at? From the slice of that. What do y'all cooking for dinner today? Cause I have an idea what I'm gonna make. I got an idea. I don't know yet. I'm open to some possibilities. All right, so we're gonna put one, two, and put three gems, and then put another stone, and then three gems, I kind of, that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. Remember what I was talking about just a second ago that is different types of needles? So this is the needle I don't really like. I'm making waist beads. It's body jewelry. It originated in Africa. And it's a way to like gauge your weight gain, your weight loss. It's a form of lingerie. It's a great way to not put on a lot of weight because you'll notice like your beads are popping. So I wear waist beads. I've been wearing waist beads for about 2 years, 3 years now. I've been making them since I've been wearing them. I've been making them for myself. But now I actually have a website and I linked it in the description box. So y'all can check that out. So I gotta be careful with this crystal because I'm gonna take it off. It's the hole is small, so it's like if I continue to try to push it down my string, it's gonna end up ripping the string, and then I'll have to start the waist bead over because then I'll have a pop string. So we don't want that. I think I'm gonna do this 2 more times and then just go back down the other side with the brown. Now is not the time to be losing beads. So the pattern is I am using 3 gems. So this is how it looks. And now it's gonna go back down the other side with the brown. Oh, I'm thinking now. I'm like, maybe I should do a heart and butterfly waist bead. That'd be cute. All right. So now let's see. 30. Okay. We need about 10 more beads. And then that should be 50 inches. All right. So of course I went over by an inch. So I'll take that off. So now we're gonna cut off the string, and then we're going to let me see, um, make the anchor knot so that our beads don't fall off. And then this strand is done. Make my little slip knot. So this is where you allow the beads to drop. And like if you ever get waist beads and you know you have a lot of extra space on the ends and you need to like tie your beads on, you can, and it's like too long, you could just cut it, dress some of those beads off, and then allow yourself some space to like have your beads to like tie it comfortably. So let me show you what it's looking like. And then I'll probably do an overhead view. This is how it looks. I like it. I'm gonna do that one more time. So I need to do one string at a time. So I need to start over with my string and I measure out 62 to 64 inches of string. And that's because you got to do the calculations of the string length you want it to be plus some space to drop your beads. So you got to make sure you add that extra space. Ooh. Hmm. I remember I seen this lady. I don't remember where I seen her at, but she was like making her waist beads. But like you see how I'm measuring out my string? The lady was using like her toes. Like she would string the string through the toes, and then that would be like I guess the ideal length she wanted. I'm assuming it was for her own personal use. That's why she was doing it that way. So if you don't want to measure, you got options, I guess. I got this knot here. I think I think we'll be all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to be efficient, but this ain't working. 4, 5, 6. You know what? No, I'm not gonna use a string. I'm not, because this knot is not gonna let me be great, and that's all right. I'll use it as like a connecting string. So careful, because this thread, it gets so tangled sometimes. 4. Oh my goodness, it got stuck. Oh my gosh. All right, you know what? First, let me switch views. There we go. All right, so let's start over with the string. I'm gonna measure it out, and hopefully it doesn't get caught on nothing. I'm gonna throw it on my couch in between some cushions, and then that should hold it without it getting tangled up. And again, 60. I'm gonna do 66 inches of thread because I want a little bit more space than I had on the previous strand to have for the beads to drop. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep your string nice. 8. What's going on here? Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You want your loops around the same size. Don't have them shorter than others. 14. And then we'll cut off. And then we'll cut off one more piece of that the old string that I had to get rid of. The one that had all the knots. I'm just gonna cut that. And I'll use that for my connecting string. So I feel like I took a loss. Alright, and I'm gonna get the other, I don't know, I got this other needle here and I just feel so intimidated by it that I don't use it. But I will. So let's get our needle attached. And now, let's turn this off for now. We're going to open up all of the loops so that we can feed the thread again through and connect our needle to the thread. Because otherwise it's gonna be like, how's your needle gonna get onto your string? So this is how you do it if you're using this method. You can use this with any method. If you want to have, I don't know, like wooden waist beads, like with the wooden beads, and you might need a thicker string. Whatever it is, whatever the case is, you can just use this method if you have to slide like beads over a string and you don't think it's all right. I don't know how to explain it, but when I was using the wide-eyed needle, I used to feed my string through it, right? Like I used to like just hook it into there like that, but then I had too much bulk here at the string, so I had to find a different way to connect my string, and that's why I do it this way. No matter what needle I'm using, I just like this way. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. We're not going to get caught up on that. And now we're going to connect the string to the thread and the needle. And then knot it once. And don't be rough with your string. And then you won't have to do this over and over. But it happens sometimes. Sometimes it'll come undone. If you're new here, hi, I'm Marina. I enjoy making a bunch of stuff from waist beads to crochet. So if that's your thing, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, check out the link in the description box where you can find my website and shop all the waist beads that I have. If you have any questions when it comes to waist beads, also feel free to drop them in the comment section and I will do my best to answer all the questions. I'm gonna do this one more time because this bottom of the string is not looking right. So let's slide that down again. Make another anchor bead. You always want your string to look real good. 1, 2, and 3. And then slide it down. My fault. Okay, so we're gonna do this until we hit about 22 inches. Oh, come on. Okay. Hello, glad you popped up on my feed. What size are your beads and what thread do you use? So I'm using 6 millimeter glassy beads, and then the thread I'm using is mer-sized cotton thread, and I got mine from Amazon by Mandala. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I have the manual one too, so I usually alternate between the two. Like this is my manual one. But today I found my charger and I was like, okay, now we in business. I can start using my little bead machine because not all the wires that I have in my house, like, it doesn't just accept any wires. It's very bougie. It's very like, je ne sais quoi. Let me stop. But I'm like, what is going on? So I haven't used my bead spinner in a few months. So that's why I'm actually rusty using it today. All right, so I'm gonna take some of the beads off. We're at 23 inches. So I'm gonna take some off and then start working on the design. So I said I did 7, so I need 7 beads, 7 gems. Um, so I'm gonna cut these off. Also got these from Amazon. Yeah, the believe it or not, the electric one is cheaper than the manual one because my manual bead spinner was $20 and my electric bead spinner was 13 when I bought it. I was actually surprised. I'm like, how? But it was a good investment because around that time I was getting ready for a pop-up shop. And when I first started making waist beads, I used to use 2 millimeter glass seed beads. Do you know how small 2 millimeter seed beads are? They're tiny. But I was using them. I didn't have to do this. I could have just tied it. Whatever. We'll do like that. You think all out, right? Okay. So we'll take out 7 crystals. 3, 4. I love this color. 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, I used to use those 2 millimeter glass beads, and I remember when I was at Joann's, and this lady was like, "Oh, what do you do with this?" And I said, "Oh, I make waist beads with it." And she's like, "You use those little beads?" I'm like, "Mm-hmm." And then I was like, "You know what? Let me up my game and let me get some better quality beads." I mean, there was nothing wrong with the 2 millimeter ones. I had used the Beadsmith from Joann's, and it was $20, and then it had like a coupon, and I got it for $15, so it was a real good deal. And let me pull these out, and they lasted me, and they gave me a bunch of colors. That's what I liked about it. I had the freedom to make whatever design I wanted because it was different colors to play with. So it was a great beginner's um purchase when I was getting into waist beads. And then I started just looking on Etsy for beads and finding like different people selling beads. Some of the prices on Etsy is ridiculous though. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, you want $13 for 100 grams of beads? That's nothing. Like, come on now. But they be real pretty, so sometimes you might catch me on a good day. But that's what's going through my head. All right, so let's put these back in. So we got our beads set up, and now we're gonna just feed these on. So you got the little hole right there that they was on, and just slide it down. And then we're gonna put 3 little gems in the middle. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're gonna put another gem. I'm a beginner. I need sales. Yeah, people like the petite size beads, believe it or not. The 2 millimeter ones, the girls was liking it. They really was. And I sold them for like $5 at one of my pop-ups, and those were selling like hotcakes. I guess people just like that it's not a big commitment when it comes to the size of the beads. Like they're smaller, so it's easier to like wear under a faja or something like that. So I guess that's what made them want to use it. And I mean, as long as you have a bead spinner, you're gonna be all right. You ain't gotta work too hard. Cause when I first started, I didn't have a bead spinner. I had my hands, and I had got a container, and I would scoop out of the container all my beads, and then I got the manual one, and then I got the electric one. So the evolution of getting into waist beads, right? Oh no, no, I gotta find that one because I like that one. There it is. I make all sizes because I never know who I will run into. Yeah, that happened to me one time in a pop up shop, and I felt horrible. It was a girl. She needed a like a bigger size, longer size bead, waist bead, and I didn't have any. Oh man! And at that time, I think I was making my beads a lot smaller. Like the length, I think I was making it like 45 inches. I don't know. And after that, I learned that what you can offer is tying. What's going on here? You could tie two beads together. Now, yes, you will end up taking a loss, but I'd rather take that loss and make somebody feel good versus somebody walking away from my table and feeling like, oh man, they ain't have my size. Like, I'd be like, listen, we can work something out. Don't worry about it. I refuse to have somebody feel like that again because I felt horrible. Okay, some of these beads be acting funny. Okay, I can get this one on. Maybe I just hold on. I get you, and I'm sure she appreciates your thoughtfulness. Yeah, and I never seen her again. I'm gonna do another fair though. I'm thinking about trying to get into the fair this week on Thursday because I ain't do no summer fairs yet. It's been a crazy summer though. So make sure you be careful with your string again because you see this gem. If I rip it too fast, if I slide it too fast, I might rip the string. And we don't want that. One, two, three, four, five. And then we're gonna slide this one. Oh, look at this pretty one. Remember, these are crystals, so you can actually see the design. It looks like my nails. All right, slide that down, and then we need three more gems, and then um, one more crystal, and then it's done. And then we'll just go back to the brown. That's gorgeous. Thank you. One, two, and three. Okay, so three more of these, and one more crystal. All right, and now we'll go back to the brown. Hang on, let me just slide this down. They got that little knot, so I got to be careful. I don't know what's going on here. So I'm going to backtrack, try to smooth out my string the best I can, and then slide it over. There we go. Hi, Carolyn. I'm making waist beads with these pretty gems, crystals. This is the second one we're making right now. Sometimes you'll have that problem where the beads is not climbing up your needle. Sometimes that can mean that you need to add more beads to your bowl. And then other times, that means that you might have a bead that's on your needle and it's like causing traffic. Like it's not sliding down, so you can't get more beads onto your needle. And it's very annoying. Sometimes, like different colors, they tend to be like that. Like the holes in different beads will be smaller. Say like I had some green like that, and like some of the holes, so I would have to keep stopping, taking off the beads, and then starting all over. That's pretty. Thank you. In a few minutes, once it's done, I'm gonna put it on the mannequin so y'all can get like the full idea of what it's gonna look like. So when you're running low on your beads, you could create a hole like this, and that's just gonna make the beads kind of go to the side and help climb your beads. So you pre-design or plan as you go. I just go like plan as I go. As I'm going, I have no idea what I'm gonna make. I have no idea what colors I'm gonna use. I just whatever color calls me, I'm like, okay, that's what I'm making today. That's what the mood I'm in. So today I didn't want to do nothing too out there. So I didn't what's it called? I didn't I lost my train of thought. But I got all of these colors behind me. I didn't want to do nothing too crazy. That's what I was gonna say. I didn't want to do nothing too busy. But some days I want something bright. Some days I want something darker. So today I usually don't work with brown a lot. So I was like, let me kind of challenge myself and use this brown today. And I'm glad I did because I like the design. Yeah, it kind of feel like homework when you have to sit there and plan it. Unless it's somebody like if they want something specific, then you can help, like try to make their vision come to life. But sometimes even that's homework because what they got in their head might not match what you got in your head, and you think you're on the same page. And if still you still might feel like, oh man, all right, I did it, I killed it, and then you found out that actually no, this person don't even like this waist bead, and it's back to the drawing board. So I'd rather just not even take customs on the regular, unless it's like family. Like I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that for you, or like special need, a special like reason for healing or something like that. But otherwise, I'll be like, listen, what I got is what I got, and I got something for you. So just pick. I try to have one color. I mean, a color from every color of the rainbow, of course. So there's always something. Thank you, beautiful collection. Bo Babe says, beautiful collection. I want to learn how, like, when people be having the replays, they be having the bubbles that pop up, and they be like, and you can see the comments on the replays. I don't know if they're using like a certain app for that, but I need that. That would be cool. 30. Okay, so I went way off. So I need to take off 4 inches of the brown. Slide that back down. Okay, and now we're just gonna cut off the string. I mean, cut off the that. Now we can fix out this little knot that we had working around. It was just that the string somehow got uneven. So now we'll just slide down one bead, and then we will make our slip knot, and then slide it down. Hey, honey, welcome. So I'm just gonna slide these beads back to the other side so we can repeat that on the other side. And then tie it, and then that's that. And then let's put both of them together. So these are them. Came out real pretty. This part you won't see once it's tied on, so don't worry about the thread or the string. It'll blend right in. So I'm gonna put it on my mannequin. Don't mind her bottom. She ain't got no pants on right now. I gotta make us a new pants. So let's get her on. Let's get her on to the mannequin. So that's how it would sit on the body or your torso. Um, Sometimes like if you're gaining weight, you'll see your beads roll up under here. Um, and then like if you're bloated, it'll roll up, and then some mornings it'll drop down. So it depends on the person. Let me give you a close up. Hold on. Let me just tie it again. And yes, I did make this top, y'all, with these two hands as well. Okay, let me show y'all. Yeah, I got three rolling up. Yeah, I got one rolling up right now too. So I'm like, okay, all right, I get it. This week we're going to get it together. Yep. So that is what we are working with. Um, Contemplating, do I want to make another strand? I think I am. Let's get our string together. Yes, I'm still drinking this coffee, sadly. All right, I want to use this pink, this pink thread that I have. Usually, I don't use these like colors when I make my beads, but when Joann's was closing, they was having all kind of stuff on sale and things like that. So I was just like, let me get that a whole spool of thread. I should have got more than one, but I never used it, so I was like, I don't want to be doing too much too soon and then regret it. So we're gonna do 66 inches. 2, 3. Thank you. You did that, sis. 4. I'm gonna do this till we hit 14. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yesterday, or this morning, I made some squash flowers. 11. And I stuffed it with Parmesan cheese, bacon, um, Parmesan cheese, bacon, cream cheese, and green onion. And let me tell you, it tasted so good. Then you have to like put it in a batter. I actually picked my first squash today. I was very proud of myself for growing it. First of the first harvest of the year. I got like 5 more back there. Right now, I'm trying to find the right. So yeah, I need to go back down this way. So that's how you know if you're on the right side. You want to make sure that you have one side that's all the loops, and then one side with the two ends, like so where you start it and where you end at, because otherwise you're gonna mess up your string. Okay, and then we're gonna cut one more piece, and we're gonna connect that. Okay, so we got all of our loops. Queen of many trades. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was like, today, let me give my hand a break of crocheting and make some beads. All right, so I do know I want to use these spacers. We'll see if I can make this work. Um, I got red. I could do a red one. I could do a blue and clear. Yeah, I don't got no blue and clear. It's just blue and clear. So I'm gonna do a blue and clear one. I hit my stomach. All right. So let me connect this first. Jumping ahead of myself. Um, I got a shorter needle. Where's the needle I just had though? I really don't know what I did with it. All right. I'm gonna have to use a shorter one. Maybe it fell. So this needle I don't like too much because it's real flimsy. You know what? I'm gonna try this one. What I do know is I like to bend my needles a little bit like this and give me a more of a U shape. And then this one looks like this. It has like a wide-eyed opening. So we're gonna connect the thread through that opening. Hmm. Open that. And then we're gonna cut it. We're not gonna pop our thread because like I said, that's gonna make it like it's gonna have a tail and it's annoying. It's annoying when you're trying to feed it through the needle and it's like going all which ways besides where you want it to go because you got that little tail. So cut your thread. And then we're gonna tie that twice and then we are ready to go. Um, I think I'm gonna move my tripod and give you a different type of view, more like this. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it that way. My bad. This is my yarn wool. Love my yarn wool. All right, so we'll do it like this. Move this out the way. Get this out the way. Oh, I think I'm gonna use these. My daughter gave me these cute little beads yesterday because she be making her bracelets and stuff. So we did a little trade. I was like, yes, I can definitely do something with those hearts. So today is the day. So we got blue, yellow, and pink. Hmm, I could do something with that. Blue, yellow, and pink. Blue, yellow, and pink. I have a light blue. I got these gems. I got these pretty gems that will match this heart. So, I got lavender here, beads everywhere. Um, and yellow. I see some yellow. I don't got yellow, but I have this kind of close to it. So we're gonna do a mixed one. So let's turn it on. And then we're gonna cut it. So we got that. We're gonna throw in some lavender. So we got that going. Let me find the aqua blue. I believe I still got some left. I got a lot of blue actually. I just found some more blue. Yeah, I have the sky blue and I have this in here. All right, so I don't got no more of that aqua blue. But I got a lot of blue. And then I have a lot of sky blue. So the sky blue is one of those colors like I was talking about earlier that be giving me problems because the holes are smaller. So you'll see it in a second what I'm talking about. We're gonna use it, but it's gonna give me a headache. So we got the sky blue to go with the heart. Use all the rest of this blue. I don't know if I want to add the dark blue. Y'all think I should add the dark blue? Because I feel like the dark blue is gonna um maybe throw it off a little bit. So this is what it's looking like. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Dark blue or no dark blue? Give me a 1 for dark blue and a 2 for no dark blue. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Yeah, my daughter be making her own little bracelet. No dark blue. All right. Yeah, I don't think so. And I'm only making one. It's only gonna be one strand like this. It's not gonna be multiples. So I'm cool with that. I don't think I'm gonna run out. Hopefully, I'm good. Yeah, I think this is good. Now, sometimes what I have problems is that when I'm stringing on my beads, I need to go faster because I don't have a lot of beads to work with. So I end up transferring from my electric bead spinner to my manual one because I can just go faster. All right, so I'm just laying out my beads. We could do a blue. Let's make this real cute. I got yellow. I'm gonna do blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue, blue, yellow, blue. That's cute. And then maybe the middle one, I should do yellow, yellow. I need 2 yellows and a purple. But I don't like that purple. I don't like this one. I feel like this is gonna throw it off. Nah, no, it's cute. All right, and then we're gonna do 2 purples. and a blue. And then we're going to do two blues and a purple. Right? Hmm. No, we're going to end with the blue. And that's that. So let me show y'all what we got. So this is how it's going to set. More realistically, it's going to be this way. So sideways. All right. Okay. And now we're going to turn on our bead spinner. I forgot I'm using a different needle. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to keep going. I'm trying to see how to use this needle. So sometimes you just gotta hold the needles in like different degrees, and that's how you have to like use it in order to get the beads to climb. So right now I don't know how to really hold the bead. I mean the look how pretty that is. I don't know how I want to hold the string. Hold on 1 second. What is going on here? Okay. So we're gonna make our anchor bead. 1, 2, 3, and then do a little slip knot. You could do that part later, but I just didn't know. And then I'm gonna take that slip knot out because I want to have an accurate. I don't know. It makes sense. It makes sense to me. Cute. Thank you. Uh-oh. I messed up my little design. Hold on. Let me slide it over here. I don't want it to get messed up. Out the way. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to my other needle. This ain't cutting it. I mean, usually the only way you can learn how to use something new is to use it, right? So I should just stick it out. Yeah, no, I'm going back to the other one. I try to be positive. I did. I did. Today's not the day for you, boo. I'll come back to you. Let me get the other needle. This week I gotta release the video for the ruffle flip flops. I made one and I just forgot to release it. So that's gonna be coming out by like Wednesday. Now this needle I'm about to use here is it's a more thinner type of needle, so it's gonna be moving around a lot. My favorite one is very sturdy. That's why I love it, but I can't find it for some reason. It'll turn up. It was a pack of like six too when I got them, and I lost all the other ones. And you know, of course, you get to that last one, and you're like, "Oh no, I can't lose this one." All right, so I'm just gonna bend this needle a little bit. Oh, I gotta be careful. My back is hurting. So this is how it's looking. Very fun. Oh, the ruffle flip flops are nice. After making two ruffle hats, I can't do another ruffle anytime soon. The ruffles are no joke. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like today I have to take a break because I made. I'm gonna show you mine. Hold on. I just had to try it. So this is the one that I made, and then of course my little mini me she needed a pair, so I did those back to back. And now I just got a request to do a blanket. So I'm like a blanket. So I need to rest my wrists and I don't know. And dare I say knit. If I get the itch to want to crochet, I'm gonna have to knit because you know it's different types of um muscles being used. So I might have to knit. I'm not a real knitter though, but I'm gonna try. Maybe I'll try to knit my first shirt out of boredom of not being able to crochet for the next couple of days. But I gotta be good to myself because I also need to get some of those compression gloves. I had a pair, but I lost one, and I just haven't rebought it, hoping that it will turn up and watch. So when I least expect it, it's gonna pop up because that always happens, and that's fine. Then I'll just have to. But we'll see. Thank you. She said yes. Those flip flops are adorable. Thank you. The second pair, the one for my daughter, she's small. She's 5. So I'm like, I don't know why it took me days to finish hers, but I just could not muster the energy for them ruffles. I made some cute baby booties with the ruffles too. And then I'm making one of those mesh sweaters. You know those throw on sweaters. I don't know what's called. But I'm making one of those right now. And I seen this girl, she did the little ruffle arm piece. But I don't think I'm gonna do the ruffles because I think I'm gonna outgrow the ruffles at a certain point. I'm gonna get tired of seeing it. So I think I'm gonna do like some beads added onto it. I think that's gonna look real cute, real classy. We'll see. That's almost done though. I am sure the boobies are Oh yes, the booties are so adorable. I made a purple one, I made a pink one, I made a white and blue one, I made a Winnie the Pooh inspired one. It was so cute. I still got the Winnie the ones. I still got a couple of them left. I put them on Poshmark, try to sell everything, but people are not looking for baby booties right now because it's summertime. So their time to shine will be coming up when we start hitting the cooler weather. That's why you gotta have a bunch of things that you make, because certain things is gonna sell around certain times of the year. Like summertime, it's waist beads. Wintertime, it's the beanies, the crochet hats, which I do need to get um on top of. All right, so let's see. We are at exactly where we need to be, and now we're gonna fly through this part. So we're gonna do that with this because we already pre-planned the middle. Oop, no, where did it go? Oh, I was really having a heart attack just now. All right, here we go. I can't wait till I show my daughter what I made with it. She in trouble. And then purple, and the yellow heart. See, it be the most random things that inspires me when it comes to making waist beads. Cause again, I didn't plan this. I just looked at these beads and I'm like, that's cute. That would be cute. And now this is what we got. We'll slide that down. This is so adorable. All right, and now we'll just match this side to the other side. So small. All right, so this is one of those beads where the hole is too small. You're not gonna be able to see it, but I had to take it off of my strand because it's holding up traffic, like I like to call it. And yes, adding the beads. Fall and winter, those beads are going to be sold out. Yes, and then I just got my new labels. They came in 2 days ago. So now I need to go back into all my crochet items and sew in my beautiful tag. And it came in perfect timing because I am sending out a crochet outfit. It was a top and a bottom. And I was like, man, and that's what made me be like, you know what? Let me get my tags because I wanted to have the front and back. Like the person needs to know what's the front and back, right? So of course it's crochet, it can be interchangeable, but I wanted that stamp of yes, I made that. Don't let nobody forget that. Anytime they go in their mail, I mean in their wardrobe, they're gonna see my little tag and Not little. My big tag in the closet. But yeah, I learned how to add the beads to the crochet. So it really do bring my brand name together because it's Marina's Jewelry and Crochet. And then the fact that I can add beads to the crochet, it's like, yes, yes, it's coming together. My vision. I just be doing stuff and things just be coming together. She's gonna be so excited, but she crying right now. Uh-oh. I don't know if y'all can hear her crying. That's gorgeous. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I appreciate you all. Take a moment to subscribe to the channel so we can vibe out throughout the week. I'm getting better on coming back live. It's just been summertime and I just be outside. So I don't be on live as much as I like to be, but that's all right. I showed up today. We chilling today, right? That's what matters. All right, we got another bead with a small hole. So I'll take that off. Let's see. Let's measure. I know we're not at 50 inches yet though. 30. We are at 37 inches. I'm gonna make her a matching bracelet so she can be like her mommy. See that? You see how small that hole is? Some beads look like that. That's the problem. That's what I was talking about. They're tiny. That's a manufacturer problem though. That's not your problem. Not your fault. Excuse me. Yes, girl. The label just makes it official. It's something I didn't know I needed. It's my signature. I mean, the whole outfit is my signature, but you know, it's my signature. It's like, bam, there goes my outfit. Crochet by Ms. Ray. Your head. She said, that's right. Thank you so much. She says, blessings to my vision. Yeah, this vision is definitely growing. Every year I'm like, wow, look how far I've come. Did y'all hear the new Carrie Hilson song? It's nice. All right, let's see. Let's measure. 30, 4 more inches to 50. This is a very short needle. Usually I can get a lot more beads on, but you just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Okay, found another blue. I have to take off. Some of these blue beads are even broken, like just in half. Oh, come on, blue. I'd rather have more beads on than stop than have not enough. It's time for me to go and water my garden too. Okay, let's measure. Oh, come on. What's worse than the needle breaking? I mean, worse than the thread not allowing the bead to go down. A broken needle. That just happened. So I just got this now. It's just a straight edge needle. Hopefully, we don't need to use it. Hold on, let's see. So 30. Yes. Yes, we did it. So it's 52 inches. I'm going to leave it at 52 inches. And then we're going to cut off our broken needle. It's not garbage because I do so many other crafts that I got other uses for it. And then slide down one bead to the bottom, about an inch before you hit the bottom. And then just tie around the bead 3 times. Make a slip knot. And then slide this down. This one is so fun. I think I might keep this one for me. Let's see. Definitely am. So yes, this is it. It's your signature, your art piece. Exactly. So let's put her on. Thank you for all the encouraging words. I'm gonna put her on the mannequin. If y'all just get in here, let me show you the one we just finished. Excuse my mannequin and her. She's not dressed appropriately. I got a skirt though for her. I just gotta put it on her. So this is the one that we did a second ago. So let me show you how this one is looking and how we're gonna dress it up. Look at that. I think I saved her song on Spotify, but I really didn't listen to it. But now I have to go and give her an ear. Yeah, it's cute. It's really nice. It's she has the performance on YouTube right now. So yeah, you can see. Let me grab the thing so you can see that purple, a lavender color. The blue beads was all the smoke. I'm telling you, every time I had to create with it, and I always got some left over. Like, come on now. But it came out nice. It just took a little extra patience. But yeah, that's all I got in me today. I need to go cook dinner. I need to go water my garden and do mommy stuff. So let me go do that. Thanks for hanging out with me. Make sure y'all are following, subscribing to the channel. Click the link in the comment section where I have the link to my website, and you can find waist beads and all these cute ones that I have behind me, along with all the crochet items that I make. And yeah, make sure you're following. So I'll see y'all later. Have a good Sunday. Bye.